Hi guys, welcome to this update video. I do hope you're doing really amazing. This evening we're going to be talking about these three systems. There's a notable change in the forecast as well that I want to point out, especially as it pertains to the tropical wave with a higher formation chance. Now, one of these is designated as Invest 99L, not necessarily the one that we think, but this other tropical wave which is offshore Africa. And matter of fact, the formation chance for it has also increased since yesterday to 30%. So it was at 10, it increased to 30, and there we have that next disturbance well to the west of it. Now that disturbance, the chance of it possibly being a problem for the Caribbean is kind of decreasing, as we can see a shift here in this shaded zone to show where we could see development, but also the potential trajectory of the system. Likely under the influence of Erin, because Erin is helping to create a break in that area of high pressure, because the area of high pressure would steer these systems generally west. However, when we have that these hurricanes curving around it, that helps to open up the opportunity for other systems to actually move up to the northwest and may miss the Caribbean or bring minimal impacts. So we're seeing more of a chance here for the system to possibly move along a trajectory very similar to that of Erin. So let's go into the details this evening. Okay, so as you take a look at the satellite imagery, there we can see Erin, still a pretty strong hurricane out there. We can definitely see it producing quite a bit of action within the vicinity of the Bahamas, Cuba, and even those bands reaching as far as Jamaica in association with the system. And there is that first disturbance, which has a medium, 60% formation chance. The one just in the vicinity of the Cabo Verde Islands with a 30% chance of development. So that one may attempt to get itself together over the next couple of days, but then down the road, it will likely encounter a more hostile environment, which will limit any further chances of intensification and induce weakening. So let's go ahead and take a look at the latest for Hurricane Erin. So as of this evening, we can see here that we have the tropical storm watch and warning for the vicinity of the Bahamas and Turks and Caicos has been discontinued. But there is a tropical storm watch in effect for Bermuda, also going to the coast of Virginia. Outer Banks, we can see a tropical storm warning in effect. So those areas are under the respective warning/watch. So the reason that we have those in effect, even though we see the cone pretty much keeping the system offshore, is because of how much Erin is going to be expanding. So that tropical storm force wind field is going to be growing over the next couple of days, even though the system is going to be steadily weakening. It has been weakening down to a Cat 2 right now with winds of 105 miles per hour, and it will gradually weaken even more over the coming days. So there could be tropical storm force winds, those winds exceeding 39 miles per hour, and those very, very rough seas as well. And with all those huge waves out there, there could even be some coastal erosion along portions of the east coast of the United States. Possibly for Bermuda as well, we could see those very large waves for certain. So Erin is also moving to the north-northwest at 10 miles per hour, so it's not a very fast mover right now. But as we're going to be heading into the end of the week and early next week, the system is going to be out there all by itself in the north subtropical Atlantic. Now let's talk more about these systems. So we've got our disturbance with a 60% formation chance. It's definitely disorganized, but we can see that blob in association with it. And that chance has been stagnant at 60% for some time now. There's that next one behind it with a 30% chance. So it is producing that concentrated area of some showers and thunderstorms. We could see it try to get itself together before the conditions become hostile later this week. And it is the one that, as I mentioned, is designated as Invest 99L. And this is a look at our model track guidance. So they're expecting the system to move generally to the west, kind of to the west-southwest, that kind of trajectory there over the coming days. And in terms of intensity, we can see this green shaded area to represent tropical storm intensity. We see that quite a few models are expecting that the system may make it to tropical storm status. We have a few showing a hurricane in the long run. I really doubt that at this point in time based on the environment ahead of it. But we'll see what eventually happens, although most of our models are having the intensity drop off over the coming days. So we'll see what this system does. But in terms of the other tropical wave that we're watching with a 60% chance, as it is going to be moving to the west-northwest and eventually to the northwest, depending on how close it gets and how organized it is and how large it is as well, it could still induce some impacts for portions of the Leeward Islands, and who knows, maybe the Virgin Islands as well. But we have been seeing this consistent shift, because compared to this time yesterday, this is what we were seeing. Sort of a different story. When we look at it now, we can see more of a curve expected out to sea sooner again, because of that weakening in the area of high pressure. So when that high pressure system weakens or it is displaced further east, these tropical systems get more of an opportunity to curve up and out, and that is when they will miss the Caribbean or bring minimal impacts. So that is some good news right there, guys. So we still want to watch for how much it's going to be developing, if it will become a tropical storm producing those gusty winds, and also if it is sustaining a whole lot of rain, because we know that we don't need an intense system for there to be significant impacts. So I'm going to be watching for that, guys. We're not really out of the woods with this system, at least not yet. Again, this is the track where it will go, not the size. So I'll keep you posted on that. And we still have quite a bit of dry air, as we can see. That it has been a main inhibiting factor so far this hurricane season. Upper level winds also kicking up in a few spots. The sea surface temperatures are very, very warm. So I'll continue to keep you guys posted. We'll see if 99L will try to become something in the short term, maybe a brief depression storm. Who knows? But I'll be keeping you posted. That's why my channel is here. And that is what I wanted to bring to your attention in today's updates video. So if you're being affected by Erin, please continue to stay safe. And I do hope you found this update to be informative. But if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments down below. I will get to you when I can. And remember to always be weatherwise.